What's up, friends? Welcome to my channel, Collecting is Fun, where I show you that collecting is fun. In this review, we're going to be looking at my new figure. He's been out for a while, but he's new to me. And that is Disney's Gargoyles Brooklyn, NECA's ultimate action figure. Now, I have a few gargoyles in my collection. I am pleased to have them. I'm so happy to have them. I have them displayed in the best spot I can have them in. They're on the top of my shelf, and they look absolutely great. Not just the gargoyles, but I have the humans too. I have Xanatos. I had to get him. And of course I have Elisa Maza, which Elisa Maza has his relaxed wings, his folded wings. And I am going to be putting those wings on this guy at some point in time. But the way I like to display my gargoyles is the wings being out, because they look so good. They look so, I mean, I know they're wide, I know they're massive and all, but they look so good. And I just want them displayed in the best possible way to showcase everything that these figures have to offer, because they look so good. The details are so great. It's immaculate. How the job that NECA has done with this is just immaculate. It's one of my favorite things. One of my favorite items that I've collected overall. One of my favorite, the Gargoyles line. One, because I loved that show. That show was deep. It was good stuff. It was, oh man, that was a good show. Really, I had the chance to rewatch them, all the episodes. I have all the episodes, and man, it felt so good to watch it, man. Seeing how Xanatos was, he was like, oh, he's on the good side, and then he turned to be on the bad side and so forth. Also, Xanatos is stupid rich. I even had a picture where Xanatos and Iron Man were fighting against each other. It was the Sentry outfit for Iron Man. So I raised the question, like, who has the most money? I'm not even going to go into that because Xanatos is ridiculously rich. I mean, this dude flew a castle from Scotland all the way to New York. You know how much, I'm not going to get into that, because you know how much money it would take and how many trips you got to take to get that thing done, and not just fly it into New York, but fly it into the top, the tallest building, which belongs to him, by the way. The tallest building. He puts that castle on there fully intact just to undo a spell and still have more money to play around with, to make his own little metal clan. But no, I'm just leave right there. I'm just leave right there because it's ridiculous. This is about Brooklyn right now. So here we are. Typical NECA, not typical, because this packaging is big. I think it's the biggest packaging that NECA has for a figure. So you have the look of him. He's so close to the camera, might not even do that. Just turn around to the back. This right here, never mind that. Okay, this is kind of broken and you see that. So you see he has the glasses, he has the torn piece of paper, I'm not sure what that, and then he has this javelin or whatnot to poke somebody. I don't know. I have to watch the show again to see why he had that. I mean, it's so many different episodes. I don't know. But this right here, this is a good tale of his personality. And we'll talk about that in a minute. So I'm going to go ahead and open him up a little bit. You see the nice figure posery there. And then you see him and everything he has here, which is pretty cool. So we'll go ahead and take him out, because I definitely wanted some Brooklyn, because I wanted them, pretty much all of them. But again, you know, it's like, let's get the ones that matter first. So let me go ahead and open them. One moment. Okay, here he is out of the packaging. I am going to save his wings for last, because I want to be able to turn him around without any issues. Okay, anything getting in the way. Now, like I said, I have a good bit of gargoyles in my collection. And Brooklyn came out, Brooklyn and then Lexington, you know, they came out later. And the main ones that I wanted was Goliath and Demona, because of the relationship that they have, okay? And then, of course, the family dynamic. I'm all about completing the family dynamic. So I got Angela. And, of course, Angela, her boo thing, Hudson, right? So I did not get, wait a minute, Hudson? Broadway. Sorry about that. So I got Broadway. I did not get Hudson. That's one of the main ones that I just did not care to get at the moment. I don't know. Seeing that I have Brooklyn, I'm definitely going to want to get Lexington when the price goes down on him. I got this guy from Walmart for $25. That's correct. So I am not trying to spend $40 unnecessarily. Lexington is actually expensive. He's way more expensive than any other gargoyle that I've seen. And I'm not thrilled about paying that price. I know Black Friday sales and Cyber Monday sales and all that stuff will hit. And there's a possibility he may be lower in price. I may be able to go to the... Actually, I didn't even find him at that Walmart. I see him at Target. And they have not gone any lower on these gargoyles at Target. So, I don't know. If I get Lexington, that would be completing all of the Rookery brothers. And the last person I would need to get would be Hudson. And Hudson is not going anywhere. He is in every Target I see, I believe. So, who knows? But I definitely wanted to get Brooklyn when he got low. I missed the first chance I had to get him because he was like $15 at one of the Walmarts that was in my area. And I missed out on that one. But anyway. So here he is. And Brooklyn has a different design. They all have different designs. And I do appreciate that with the gargoyles. So Brooklyn, he has a more of a young dragon look. And it says to see, I was reading some other stuff about Brooklyn. Now he has a dragon look. Of course, he's got the white hair. He's got the horns looking. But yeah, he has that dragon look. And let's just look at the articulation here. There's one thing about them is that their heads can't go too far. Especially with this guy. He has that long white hair. Luxurious white hair where he can't look up at all. It's all looking down. You can't really look to the left or to the right too much because it interferes or it bumps into his shoulders. So that's not going to work. But you can see it's pretty nice. And then his mouth. Oh, I did not expect his mouth to open up that wide. But there it is. His mouth opens pretty wide. So that's really cool. So if you have him posed in a intimidating pose or what have you, you can have him looking like this on your shelf. Like he's coming at you. Yeah, these gargoyles do look fierce. They don't look like they smile at all. That's their demeanor. That's how they look. So they're really cool to have on your bookshelf, honestly. And I would like to put them on my bookshelf, but then I have some other things on my shelf. So making room for another gargoyle is going to be interesting. I'm going to have to just move some things around. Also, I may have to put some relaxed wings on people. And as I said, I like to have my gargoyles displayed in their full capacity. I want their wings to show. I want the full beauty of their wings to be out there. I want you to see everything that they have to offer because they look so good. The detail is so great and immaculate, man. They pay so much attention, so much care is put into this. And I'm glad they put the folks that work on the box, man. It's that same guy. What's his name? Georgie Jakovic doing the sculpting, and he also did the line art. Man, Georgie, man, that dude knows what he's doing. I hope they pay that guy very well. So let's take a look at this guy. He is the spunky gargoyle of the group. He's also Goliath's second in command. And Goliath treats him a little differently than others because he believes that he has that leadership quality on the inside of him. He sees something in him. So he treats him a little differently. Brooklyn doesn't really like that, like he's being treated like an adolescent. But he's got that spunky nature. He likes to make friends. He's outgoing, so forth and so on. Things that a leader would need. So I can see that. So I like his red look. Not something I will flock to, but it's just a cool look. Again, it's nothing wrong with having these diverse looks for gargoyles. Now, I've never done this with a gargoyle. Try to make him do a split. But this is pure NECA. So the articulation is not going to be that great. And these things are beefy. They're girthy. They don't move too much. Man, look at the musculature on his legs and his chest. Make you want to just start doing push-ups right now. It make you want to start doing push-ups right after this video, because his arms are just like human-like. The physique is something that is doable, something like what my arms would look like right now. You know, I'm just really cool, man. I like that. So yeah, look at the ears, the ear holes, eyes. Ooh, man, this guy looks really good there. Bring him up a little bit to the light because he's actually shorter than some of the others. He's shorter than what's this nice? He's shorter than Broadway. I also have Bronx too. I got Bronx, Elisa Maza. I said Xanatos. I have the Armor Xanatos. I don't have any of the Steel Clans because I didn't feel like I needed that. It's like I said, it's just a lot of space. The wings are the deciding factor for a lot of people because they are so daggum huge. But the thing is, they don't come with all the wings. These figures by themselves come with just one set of wings, and you have to get some other figure to get the relaxed wings. So because I have Elisa Maza, I have his relaxed wings. And at some point in time, I'll put them on there because it looks cool. And at some point in time, I'll go ahead and put the relaxed wings on Goliath and Demona because they've had their wings out for a long time on my bookshelf. So we'll change it out since the new year is coming. New calendar year and the actual real new year when spring hits. So we'll see what happens. All right, so I've been messing with his arm for a little bit, right? But there it is with his elbow moving back and forth. He does have double jointed elbows. Let's just take our time with this. Double jointed elbows. Ooh, come on, move. And you see it's a lot of girth. You don't want to move them too much. You definitely don't want these things to be gummy at any way, shape, form, or fashion. But his double jointed, his hair, man. It's weird with this guy. Because you want to move his hand and it's weird and he's... Ooh, how do I do this? How am I supposed to do this without bumping into his hair? Alright. There's the double jointedness. And if I were to actually use that, where he is, touching his hair, his ear, what? Oh, gosh, it's stiff, man. What do we do with this? Uh-oh, what is that? It's a little loose there. Is that a QC issue? It's just open, a little open. It's more open than this one is, too. So you got to be careful with this one. Maybe, are all of them like that? I mean, there it is, the double jointed right there. So he's got his finger in his mouth. Ugh. Okay. All right. It just sticks out some. All right. That's not bad. Okay. That's not bad. All right. We're good. It just looks weird to have it like that. All right. Let's get our eyes off of the arms. And let's get into the feet. Let's go ahead and get his feet to move because you definitely need that. Them standing like this is a must. Because I usually have them standing just like that and not touching their back talon or claw, whatever you want to call it. And of course you got to use the tail. So let's look at the accessories. Extra head, which does not move, so you definitely want to have this one closed. So you want to have this one doing the exact same thing, but you see this is definitely the more intimidating, scary attack face. So if you want him posed as a scary looking gargoyle, like how they pose when they're when the sun is going down, no, the sun is coming up, and they just have that intimidating pose on top of whatever building or whatever they're perched on top of. There it is. That's that look that he would have. Well, let's just do that. Let's just see if we can take his head off. And yo, this is okay. See, I don't like that. This is make sure we understand what we're doing here. This is let me hold on. Let me hold on. All right, yeah, it was a little difficult to do for my positioning. You know, it's all about the way you can apply your pressure here. But there's the ball, and it's big enough to fit in there and stay firm in there. If I can just, ooh, it's the hair. I'm telling you, it's this hair being in the way. I can't get everything in like I want to, or take it off like I want to. I can't get the leverage. Oh, to take him off camera again. God, dog. Whew, I'm telling you, man, it's working me, man. But yeah, it's the leverage, man. I'm trying to get his head in there, and it's the leverage. But he fits in there nicely. He just slides on in there. All right, let's move his head out the way. Let's take a look at the other ones. He has other hands, so he can hold something with his hand. He's got we definitely can hold something with this hand. This is most likely for this particular javelin that I showed you. Like why he has this, I don't know, but you know, there's a weapon for him. Okay, there's a fist, right fist, and a left fist. So he has 2 item holding hands, and that's cool. And he has these torn pages. I'm not sure what these pages are for, but I do appreciate them having these old pieces of, you know, representing old literature, these old artifacts or what have you. This is something I would give Indiana Jones. I have the Indiana Jones Hasbro figure. I would give him this thing to have him look at it. Maybe I'll have Indiana Jones meet the gargoyles. That would be an interesting crossover. So he's doing archaeology, and he all of a sudden finds this, and he reads it or whatever, and all of a sudden the spell is broken. I don't know. It was something cool. Again, this is about having fun. It's about using your imagination and doing some things that just breaks up the monotony of your day, of your life, what have you, and just have fun with collecting some of these things. So you can have that good dose of dopamine for yourself. So let's take off one of these hands. And let's see what hand. Let's see what we can do here. That works out nicely. I'm glad. Nothing like having certain pieces that you can take off work nicely for you. All right, let's do that. All right, so here we are. Now, let's throw this in here. Throw this in here. The picture definitely had this in his right hand. But, okay, this, all right, look. One thing is that came off. Isn't that something? Okay, so that's something. All right, so here we are. It's not die cast or anything like that. It's just hard plastic, just definitely sharp to touch. But this is the easy thing. Slide that in there, and then there you go. How easy was that, right? Like I said, if I had instructions, I never would have tried that. NECA, give folks instructions. It's okay. We need them. We may be adults and we may, you know, be versed in and initiated in collecting, but give us the instructions. It's okay. We need it. Like, I did not know that would come off. I was just going to try to fit it through his hand. Folks like, man, I got to heat him up. But no, you don't. There it is. Just take the thing off. Who would have known that? So many things you think you can take off, but you can't. You don't want to break anything. And this right here, of course, would not go on this face, but we'll just use the sunglasses. Again, this pertains to his attitude. You know, he's a kind of cool look or whatever, or the cool guy. He wants to make friends. You know, he has a motorcycle. That was weird. Having a motorcycle are kind of cool. But yeah, there it is. That's the look that looks better with him. So yeah, he's like riding on his motorcycle or whatever, just having a great time. I may have him posed on the shelf just like that because that's his nature. He has these glasses. So I'm going to take this head off at some point in time. And let's see, we already did that with the hand. So this has to be where he can hold, or this other hand must be the one that holds the pages. And pages are pages, no matter which way you have it. There's no right or wrong way to do it because it's writing on both sides. Slide it in from the top. And there he has it. He is now reading whatever this is. Be like Wicked. I just saw Wicked. Reading the, Grimry or whatever they called it. And now he's reading it and he's, well, I already got wings. So how is this going to help me out? If you know about Wicked, you know exactly what I'm talking about. When she reads that thing, those monkeys got the wings because of her in that particular version. So there he is. He's looking at that. Now he looks like he's singing. It looks like he's singing, and he's got this on here. He's preparing for a play, and he's like doing something from Macbeth, even though we haven't gotten Macbeth, which raises a good question about this line. Is it done? Is it done? When are we getting Macbeth? Are we getting Coldstone? Are we getting Fox? Are we? I mean, with NECA the way they are right now, I mean, who knows? Some things may be put on hold. Because we talked about in the other review, the other video, when I was reviewing the turtles. What was it? The turtle, yeah. Leonardo. They're having some issues with their distribution. They're having some big time issues. So, who knows, man, what's going to happen? I don't know. Hopefully it's not done, because people want Macbeth. We like our human characters just like we like our gargoyle characters. So why not? I had to get at least a Mazda. Come on, man. Goliath's new boo thing? Psh, please, yes. I'm glad he's able to stand like that. I appreciate that. Let me just move it down some since he doesn't have his wings just yet. So you can see his feet. There he is. Yeah, he definitely looks like he's singing. That would be kind of funny to have him pose like that. I'm glad he's able to stand without the tail, though. Let's go ahead and put that tail on. First off, the tail is nice and pliable. Let's see if he can stand without me doing anything right now. He is not going to do it. Come on, find that sweet spot. Find a sweet spot. Where are you? You're not going to give it to me, are you? Come on, Brooklyn. Why you do this to me now, man? All because I moved you. Dang, Brooklyn. I got to put you to the side. I guess I might have to. Whatever. Let's put you over here. There we are. Now, this is pliable, and you have to rely on this, honestly. You have to rely on this being on the figure because it gives them their balance. And I have all my gargoyles using this tail because just relying on this, no. You got to have them doing this, and he's just going to fully relax on that. And it's weird. You got that little hole that you can stick right in this cloth. It popped. Whoa. It did pop. So why'd you come out? It gave me a false sense of accomplishment there because you popped, but it wasn't the pop I was looking for. And there he is. Now he's just there. Sometimes it get like that, but I'm trying to get his feet here, knees bent, and there he's standing there looking like I am singing this song from this script here. Pretty weird, but that's pretty cool. It looks nice. Okay, so now we got to get to the creme de la creme part of him. We got to get to the wings. But I definitely want to get to show more of this articulation with his torso. This thing is in the way, so let's go ahead and take this off. How simple was that? Look at that. Take this off. Let's move his arms out some. Let's twist it. Do a "This is Brazil" pose. Oh, yeah. He definitely looks like he is into rehearsing for a play right now. Okay, I'm having more fun with Brooklyn than I thought I was going to have. That's nice. Nice character this figure has. Nice character. All right. I like it. But yeah, the torso moves this way, you can move that way. Ah, man, this nice attitude with this. Nice attitude. I'm liking that. Yeah, it's cool. Okay. You've impressed me now, Brooklyn. You've impressed me. And this here, I gotta make sure this right here is not moving. I guess maybe it's the one I got. And like I can move it in some. So yeah, I gotta make sure I don't put too much stress on this part. It moves fine. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it's just the model I got. So all right, the tail's gotta stay there. All right, here we go. I'm gonna change his head. No. Yeah, I'm gonna change his head, and then I'm gonna put the wings on. Here we go. Okay, so I had to change venues because when I say miscalculations, I did not expect the wings to be this long. He has the longest wings out of everybody, I believe. I mean, true dragon wings. This guy has some long wings. Doggone it. And they're heavy. All the gargoyles' wings are heavy too. So how he was standing before, yeah, I definitely need that tail to be in full effect when he's standing. And he needs to be leaning forward so that that tail can be just a nice anchor. Not totally dependent because he will fall over or he will look weird just leaning back. But doggone, man. This is, and it took some doing to get it on too because of this hair. His hair is just, it's thick. There's no giving. It's just moving his head, and it's all you can really do. Okay? So let's look at these wings, man. These wings are ridiculously massive. So let's look at the detail if we can. Let's move it up some. Look at that. Hear that? Nice and sturdy. He doesn't have too much going on here. It's nice and smooth, but it's really cool. It really looks like it fits nicely. He's got the little hands right there on his wings, a little crossover. It's gonna look really cool when I put the relaxed wings on. But I also still want to give him his due because he just showed up. I want his wings to be out, so I need to figure out where I'm gonna put this guy. Am I gonna hang him up? He don't always fly. You know, they glide on the wind, so they're not always in the air. Oh my gosh, look how long these things are. This is longer than a figure, man. Longer than a McFarlane figure here. This is, oh, shoot, let me pick somebody up. Who can I grab? Let me grab Johnny here. Johnny Stew. From his shoulder, look at that. Look how, oh my gosh, dude. These things are ridiculously massive. Ah, this man has the longest wings, I believe. He has to have the longest wings. Let's take a look at the back. See, we gotta watch out. Watch out. Hit you in the eye. Smooth on the back, too. So his wings are not like that elaborate. I mean, yes, it does have all the details in there. That is fine. The scales, the pointy tip, and, you know, the nice little curvature so the air can hit the wings so he can glide nicely. But it doesn't have anything extra going on, but it looks nice. It really does look nice and beautiful the way they have sculpted it, taking the time to put the indentions here, the grooves. The paint detail is different too. It goes from dark to light. Ah, man, that's nice. Really, really nice. I don't know if anybody is displaying their gargoyles flying or gliding through the air, but it's worthy to try it because these things deserve to have all of that treatment. All of it. But look at that. Ooh, my gosh. He can't even get the whole thing in the camera view. It's so long, so big. I'm not even, there it is. I'm not even going to adjust the camera. He just going to have to get in here. Look at that. Leaning back again. Told you. So, ooh, man. This guy is, wow. So, yeah, get that tail in there. Get him in a good position. Lean forward a little bit. Get those feet right. And let that tail work. Really let that tail work. Because he will definitely lean back as time progresses. Oh my gosh. Let's see if we can just at least make him look cool now. I was going to put the sword back in, but man, I think we might have to stop now. Because I did not expect him to be this crazy. Oh, wait a minute. Is that it? Is that how we had it before? How do we do this? He looked different when I put the... See? Don't do that. Don't do that. He looked different when I did last time. That's it? Okay, that's it. Again, trying to tilt his head back is a fool's errand because of the hair. And you gotta think differently with this. You gotta turn the tail somewhat maybe because you can't articulate and turn the tail as well as bend it. So you gotta figure out how you're gonna work that out. Please don't store these things in areas where it can really get loose, like hot rooms or whatnot. Yeah. Ooh, you have to bend his knees, make him straight, make him lean forward a little bit so he can have something to work with. Matter of fact, he's not even using the tail right now the way he's standing. So that's cool. The way he's standing there, yeah, that might actually work. He's not even using the tail. But his head is so far down. It's just, it's so weird to have his head down like that. I can't get it too far back because you see the wings? But the wings can articulate. I can go down this way to where it's really down that way. Almost like touching the floor to where it's kind of helping balance a little bit. That's kind of weird. Look, now he's off camera. Then I can bring him all the way up here to where he's kind of, I don't know, Batman Beyondish. Look at how big this is. Sir, why are your wings so long? Dragon. Straight up House of the Dragon right here. So he would be the one that will show up from the House of the Dragon. You can have that kind of story where he's one of the eggs that survived. And then he joined the Gargoyles and the Rookery. And now he's part of Disney's Gargoyles. There's your storyline for him. He was part of House of the Dragon, Game of Thrones, whatever you want to say. And there you go. Oh, bruh. Anyway, I am happy I have this figure. I'm so... Ooh, man, this is crazy. Okay, so yeah, this is a cool figure. The nice loincloth is great too. Not that much gift, but it's there. And yes, he is welcome. Welcome into the collection. I would bring somebody else out like Elisa or Xanatos or somebody else. Maybe even Hudson. Not Hudson. Broadway. But everybody is standing where they're supposed to be standing without being bothered, and their wings are out, and I'm not trying to move nothing right now. So that's it right there. That's the end of the video. Like, share, subscribe, man. Let me know what you think about this. If you have this, do you plan on getting any more Gargoyle figures? If you have any at all, are you planning on getting any? If you don't have any, are you waiting on it? What are you waiting on? What is it? What's your deal? What do you have to say about Gargoyles? Did you like the show? Did you like the show at all? Would you like to see Gargoyles come back? Are you reading the comic book? Like, what's going on? How do you feel about Gargoyles? Let me know. Let's have a conversation about Gargoyles and what they mean to you and, you know, how they fit in your collection. Otherwise, keep collecting. Have fun collecting because collecting is fun. I'm out.